There are quite a lot of things you can do in Hypixel Skyblock, from going all the way down to the depths of the Crystal Hollows and mining until you get Heart of the Mountain 7, or perhaps going into the deep depths of the Catacombs, facing challenging bosses and doing crazy puzzles. Or you could be me, trying to complete Slayers, where you fight a bunch of a specific mob type, which will in turn summon a stronger variant of that mob type, which leads to a challenging and super fun boss fight, such as the Revenant Horror, all the way up to the brand new Riftstalker Bloodfiend. Now these bosses are pretty fun, and if you've been watching me for quite a while, you know that Slayers are nothing new to this channel. I spent quite a long time trying to solo a tier 4 Voidgloom Seraph, and when I finally did that, it was super exciting. And I haven't really done any since then, because I've moved my sights to a new Slayer, that being the Infernal Demonlord, which is one of the newest Slayers added to the game. Now this boss is no joke. The tier 2 alone has more abilities than the Voidgloom Seraph's tier 4, which is ridiculous because there's still 2 more tiers that come after this thing. And I've always thought the tier 4 Voidgloom was harder than the tier 3 Infernal Demonlord, but considering I haven't even killed the tier 3 Infernal Demonlord yet, I might be wrong about that. And for around a year now, I have been trying endlessly to kill these tier 3 Inferno Demonlords. I've done almost everything you could possibly imagine, from getting a Frost Wisp pet, which is like a ridiculously expensive pet that makes you essentially immortal to all variants of the boss, all the way to purchasing a Warden helmet in the last video to increase my damage by a modest 200%. But even that hasn't worked out, because I still haven't killed it yet. And last video, I would have done it too. I was super duper close. I clearly had the damage output necessary to do it, and I finally wasn't going to run out of time. But the stupid fire pits that spawns at 1/3 of its health just keep on managing to kill me. Although, to be fair, I haven't really made it to that threshold of health that many times, so I don't have that much experience dodging them. But after all the recording I did yesterday, I was so spent from doing that fight like 16 times in a row that I just kind of gave up and called the video there. And then I did a whole video in a different dimension because I was so mad at the Blazes for not killing me. But today, it ends here. In this video, we are killing a tier 3 Inferno Demonlord, no matter what. So although I could probably go into the Crimson Isle, spawn one of those things in and kill it now, granted a little bit of skill was involved, I don't really know if I want to. I don't want to play risky. And I've been doing a little bit of work as per usual off camera, and I back up to 139 million coins in the purse, which is pretty good considering I had almost nothing 2 weeks ago when the last video came out. In the last video about a Shadow Fury, so I could basically just do Spider Slayer faster, but I kind of had an epiphany, which was that I don't really need to do Spider Slayer a little bit faster, because I already killed the bosses in 4 seconds, now I killed them in 3 seconds, or like 3.5 seconds, which is still doesn't really make that much of a difference. So I sold the Shadow Fury, which contributes to the amount of money I have here now, but I also obviously collected some Red Sand minions and have created some sell orders for Red Sand, which aren't selling, which is a little bit annoying, but maybe they'll sell later. I'm not sure. But regardless, with all this money, I can spend it, which is kind of the whole idea of having money. Now, Crimson Armor is a pretty cool set of armor. I mean, when it's maxed out, this thing gives, you know, just a little bit of strength and crit damage. And wow, that is actually a really large amount of health. But it also comes with 2 randomly assigned things called attributes. Now, most of these attributes are, they're terrible. Like Experience 2, allowing me to gain 20% more experience orbs from killing mobs. Or I could get a literal glass bottle and then do this and gain like 4 levels. And I'm literally like level 100 right now. So yeah, thanks experience, but I don't think I care that much. However, some of them are actually really, really good, such as Blazing Fortune, allowing me to get more magic find on lava sea creatures like Thunder or Lord Jabus, or Mana Regeneration, which is basically allows you to spam a Hyperion for as long as you so choose, which is ridiculously overpowered. Here's the one I'm looking for, Vitality, which grants me Vitality. Crazy how that works, isn't it? But Vitality increases my incoming healing, which is really, really good, especially when you take a lot of damage. And considering the Blazes deal true damage and defense doesn't work on them, it would be a great idea to have as much of that as possible. So I'd like to buy some of that, but there's another attribute that's also really good. That is Veteran. Veteran gives combat wisdom, which allows me to get more combat XP, which is pretty good in itself, but you know what you need to spawn a boss? Combat XP. So if I can get more combat XP, I spawn the boss faster, which means there's less time between bosses, which makes me a happy boy. So if I get both those attributes on my Crimson Armor, then, well, you know, it'd be pretty good. And problem with that is that, 99% of Hypixel Skyblock agrees with me, which is why it's not exactly cheap, because just to get a regular Crimson Chestplate with those two attributes on it, it's 25 million coins. And the cheapest spin for a regular Crimson Chestplate is 1 million coins. So to get just the basic tier of Veteran and Vitality on my armor would be like 100 million coins, and I only have 139 million to start with in the first place. However, it will be worth it because I will take less damage and spawn bosses faster. But I could hear you asking, Abriel 1, what about Magic Find? Isn't that just a much better attribute? Isn't that why the most expensive Crimson Chestplate is just Magic Find and Veteran for that 5 Magic Find? Well, ordinarily, I would agree with you, but the problem is, I'm doing Blaze Slayer, okay? Let's look at the rarest drop you can get from Blaze. Wilson's Engineering Plans, a piece of paper that is worth only 13 million coins, and that thing is RNGesus like incarnate. I mean, the drop chance for this thing to drop from like a tier 4 Inferno Demonlord is 1 in 1,000. I have to kill 1,000 of these guys just to get a chance of even dropping this stupid piece of paper, and you can only use it to make one item, the SOS Flare, which itself is literally worth integer limit. I think it's worth like 5 billion coins, considering it needs an Inferno Apex to craft. So I'm not exactly interested in the drops that thing gives. So Magic Find doesn't seem like a very useful attribute. And I don't even have a tier 5 Infernal Kudra completion, so even if I wanted to get the attribute, I couldn't use it. So I feel like it's probably smarter for me to just simply get Vitality Veteran instead of Magic Find. So without further ado, first up, let's buy the chestplate real quick here. And yeah, this is definitely going to be very painful, but boom. Chestplate has been purchased. Moving on to the leggings. Cheapest Vitality Veteran looks to be this one right here. Wow, for 32 million. Jeez, okay, well, ouch. But those have been purchased as well. And of course, last and not least, the Crimson Boots. Boom, bought. At least we don't need to buy the helmet. And we still have 48 left over, which is actually enough to buy the next thing I want to buy. So let's quickly claim our 3 extremely expensive pieces of armor. And boom, now we have them all. Except the problem with them is that, well, they're basic Crimson and there's no enchantments on them compared to my significantly better Hot Crimson armor and Warden helmet. So it's probably worth the trip over to the old Crimson Isle so I can have my boy Malik quickly attribute fuse these things together so that I can get the very, very respectable attributes onto my cringe armor, because, I mean, come on, I have like breeze and speed and undead resistance on this stuff. I don't need undead resistance. I'm Rule of Revenants. I'm Rev 9. But first, let's take off the armor sets, and then attribute fusion. Put in the Gamer Crimson chestplate here, and then the good attribute Crimson chestplate here. Why doesn't it work? Ah, here we go. Had to flip it around there, and yeah, so now we have all our great enchantments and stars and items, as well as actually good attributes. So if we just fuse this real quick, boom, that's the chestplate. And then now the leggings, and last and certainly least, the boots. Alright, and now our attributes are looking much better. So let's head back over to the island. So this is a much better setup than what we had before, although of course these attributes are still rather low. Regardless, it's still just better than what it used to be. But now that we have successfully decimated our purse for some attributes, I'd say there's still one thing left that I would like to see if I can purchase, and that is of course a Blaze Pet. So the Blaze Pet here has a nice little stat there, as you can see on the top, which increases all my stats by 10% while on the Crimson Isle. So I think it'd be a great idea to buy. And although the Legendary is, of course, significantly better, it's also significantly more expensive. The cheapest of them being 45 million coins. So, as much as it pays you to do it, I'm just going to buy the Epic version, and perhaps I'll upgrade it to Legendary eventually. But without further ado, let's finish off this purse purge, and for 33.5 million coins, let's buy a level 100 Blaze Pet. Boom. Claim that. So this is now officially the Blaze Slaying set. With all this stuff, let's hope that I can successfully kill a tier 3 Inferno Demonlord. So without further ado, let's head over to the Crimson Isle and see what we can do. So here I am in the Stronghold section of the Crimson Isle, where I will be doing the Blaze Slayer, of course. And if we hit just the regular Blaze, it seems to be... Well, let me actually just do this real quick. 708k, 742k, 727, 774, jeez, doing a lot. 700, yeah, so pretty good amount of damage with the Lion Pet here. But if we switch over to the Blaze Pet and our stats increase further, then hopefully it'll be more damage. It appears to not be more damage. Once again, my investing skills really do be shining. I don't even have a Shellman on this thing. It's significantly less damage, I guess probably because it isn't legendary. That is rather incredibly annoying. However, I'm not selling it back. I'm not selling it back. We may have made a major screw up, but you know what? I made real one. That's like my job, basically. How much is it to upgrade the Blaze? 175k. How much is a stack of enchanted Blaze rods? Oh my god, that's a lot of money. Holy crap. I might have to take money out of the buy order for enchanted sand. This won't be enough, but it'll be a respectable sum. I was not aware that so many blaze rods were required. Alright, I'm gonna wait for these auctions to buy off, and then we can try upgrading this thing to legendary, because it better do more damage than the Lion Pet, or I'm gonna be really upset. So I'm taking a little bit of money out of the red sand menu, and I'm just going to sell it to the bazaar real quick. And it's for 8 million coins. We now have 40 million coins, regretfully. It could have been so much more though, but it's okay because we can buy the blaze rods now, and that is all that matters. It's very... oh, of course, someone buys the heat core now, but that'll help with a little bit of the money we need. So now we can upgrade this stupid blaze pet, which better be better. And boom. Alright, we have hired Cat. Cat has been hired. Now I have 11 to buy 12 of these, of course we do.
2,000 years later.
And Blaze Pet is now level 96. Well, let me get a Shellmet real quick for this stupid idiot. And boom. Alright, so now this pet is almost perfect, but not quite, unfortunately. However, it's going to have to do, because I'm not about to waste that much more time trying to get this thing leveled up even further. But I will also... look at that heat core. Nice, at least 10 million coins. Now, let's see if it is better than the Lion Pet. So the Lion Pet did like 700,000 damage, and I swear that this stupid Blaze Pet better do even more than that. Okay, it's 800. I saw 800 there. Alright, okay, good. I was right. The legendary would be better. Unfortunately, the epic wasn't. Oh, hey, I got a vanquisher. That's pretty nice. Where'd it go? I don't really have the weapon for this. We're gonna have a gripping battle against this wither real quick. But anyways, as I was saying, so the epic wasn't good enough, unfortunately, but the legendary, however, that's all that really matters, I guess. Because, I mean, although it cost me a lot of money, this Blaze Pet will do its job, because even if it doesn't actually, and also we got some nether stars, not too bad, because even if it did do less damage, it was still better for EHP before, and now it's just even better. Another Vanquisher? What? Alright, you're not supposed to get to this. Jeez, the Kuja Pet be popping off after I leveled that thing up a lot. Oh my god. That is like the fastest I think I've ever gotten a Vanquisher combo ever. I mean, we're about to hit number 3 in a second here, right after this, I'm sure. Get out of here, you stupid wither. No one likes you. Actually, everyone likes you. Your nether stars are greatly appreciated, but I mean, wow, I had not expected to get 2 of those. And now let's activate the Maddox Bat Phone real quick and start a Tier 3 Infernal Demonlord quest. So I will see you guys in a few minutes once I complete this quest.
12 seconds later.
So I was in the middle of doing some Blaze Slayer for this quest, and Vanquisher number 3 actually did in fact spawn, so yeah, that is the 3rd Vanquisher within, I think, 5 minutes that I've received now, which is very much epic. Exact 10. I thought that was another Vanquisher for a second. No way! No way! Oh my god! No way, we just got a... I just, like, summoned that one. Where even is it? Get over here. 4 Vanquishers in, like 10 minutes. And we're not even done. How is this even possible? Someone put me in, like, the world record book for Skyblock. Oh, I got Vanquisher Bestiary. Yeah, that's what I thought. After all the Nether Stars I've gotten. Oh, look, there's another mini-boss. Not bad. Just quickly exterminate this foul creature. I think we should have everything we need. So let's drag this smoldering blaze out to the arena. And can we kill a tier 3 Inferno Demonlord? Here we go. This is it. This is the moment. And we easily got the sub 4 demon split. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to see, baby. Alright. Starting off with Quasi here. Getting Quasi comboed. Auric, right off the bat. Alright, let's bring out the Overflux. Maybe one of those. Jeez. Where is the Fire Pit? Alright, we got 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cloak. Alright, we're good. Bringing out Ashen for the next split. Still have 2 minutes to spare. Absolutely trucking through all this good stuff, but unfortunately the next phase is where the problems will probably start to arise. And I'm going to put the Star Chestplate on now, place down another Overflux, and we're right back in it. He's doing the Fire Pits now, also doing quite a lot of damage. Can't stand still, or else the Fire Pits will get me. 3, 2, 1, Cloak. Alright, I think that's your last bet. Tier 3 Inferno Demonlord is dead. That is a Skyblock level and a Kelvin inverter. Not too bad for the first boss we killed. And let's go. We did it in 136 seconds. Let's go. I can't believe it. We actually did it. That guy got destroyed. I didn't even see a single fire pit from that entire thing, which is amazing. We've finally done it. After all these years, it has finally been done. The Tier 3 Inferno Demonlord has been defeated. All right. 3, 2, 1. That's a little early. Oh, I just did the thing again. Even with all these great new things, sometimes the skill issue will still creep up. But you know what? Today was a great success. We did it. We have killed the Tier 3 Inferno Demonlords, and barring that I don't Wither Cloak too early, we're doing fine. We're doing great. So we have successfully killed the Tier 3 Inferno Demonlord, and that is exciting. So Tier 3 Inferno Demonlord Slayer commentaries are probably on the horizon. So if you did enjoy this Hypixel Skyblock video where I finally defeated the Tier 3 Inferno Demonlord, be sure to like and subscribe for more, and I shall see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.